Hello, family. Today's Black History Spotlight is being shined on General Charles Q. Brown Jr. He has served as the 21st chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. The reason I want to shine a spotlight on him is because Donald Trump, along with Secretary of Defense Hegseth, has decided to fire him on the basis that he is too woke and that he has participated in diversity, equity, and inclusion. General Charles Q. Brown Jr. is one of the few black chairmen in U.S. military history. There have been exactly two, with Army General Colin Powell as the first and General Brown as the second. He served as the 21st chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff until his dismissal yesterday, February 21st, 2025. Today, while he no longer holds active command, his groundbreaking leadership and trailblazing career continue to influence debates on military moderation, operational readiness, and diversity within the armed forces. And again, diversity within the armed forces is one of the reasons why Hegseth said, and I quote, "We need to get rid of that bullshit DEI." Let's talk about the early life of this fine gentleman. Born in 1962 in San Antonio, Texas, General Brown was raised in a military family. His father served 30 years in the Army, instilling in him a deep respect for service from an early age. He attended Texas Tech University, where he earned a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering as a distinguished graduate of the Air Force ROTC program. Later, he expanded his expertise by earning a master's degree in aeronautical science from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, establishing a strong technical foundation for his future as a fighter pilot and leader. So clearly, he was extremely intelligent, and well qualified for the position. Military career and rise to leadership. Commissioned in 1984, General Brown quickly distinguished himself as a fighter pilot. Over the course of his career, he logged more than 3,100 flight hours, including 130 combat hours, primarily flying the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Early in his career, he served as an F-16 instructor pilot and later took on command roles at the squadron and wing levels. Notably, he led the U.S. Air Force Weapons School and commanded fighter wings in South Korea and Italy, while also undertaking several joint assignments with the U.S. Central Command that honed its strategic and multi-domain operational skills. In August 2020, he made history by becoming the 22nd Chief of Staff of the U.S. Air Force, the first African American to lead a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. In that role, he spearheaded moderation efforts, including the integration of new systems like the Boeing KC-46 Pegasus tanker, and emphasized agile multi-domain operations. Following his transformative tenure as Air Force Chief of Staff, he was nominated and confirmed in September 2023 as the 21st Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the nation's highest ranking military officer, responsible for advising the President, Secretary of Defense, and National Security Council on all military matters. Now, this, my people, is where one of the reasons why I know that President Trump and the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, wanted to get rid of this black man. Because one, it's hard for some people who have a problem with black people to take orders from them or to be advised by them. And because him being the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, the highest ranking military officer, he would be responsible for advising the president and advising the Secretary of Defense. But it's hard for people who don't care about you to want to hear what you have to say. And it's very unfortunate that our president and the Secretary of Defense, the only reasons they say they're getting rid of this gentleman, not because of something he has done against the Constitution or against the military, but because, quote, he is too woke, and his diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives they do not agree with. Let's move on. Leadership style and achievements. General Brown's leadership was marked by a direct data-driven approach, and an unwavering commitment to operational excellence. He championed innovative concepts such as agile combat employment and the integration of capabilities across air, land, sea, space, and cyber domains. His advocacy for mentorship and a diverse, inclusive force not only paved the way for future leaders, but also reshaped the culture of the military. Despite his storied record, General Brown's tenure as chairman of the Joint Chiefs was not without controversy, because as of yesterday, February 21st, 2025, President Trump dismissed him amid disagreements over diversity, equity, and inclusion policies and his broader modernization initiatives. Lieutenant General Dan Kane was subsequently nominated, who happens to be a white gentleman, who is actually a 3-star general, whereas General Brown, the black man, is a 4-star general. So this is just only nullifies the fact that you have to be an excellent black person to still compete with a mediocre white person. Let's talk about his legacy. General Charles Q. Brown Jr.'s career is a landmark in U.S. military history. From breaking racial barriers to driving transformative changes in the Air Force and the Joint Chiefs of Staff, his leadership has left an indelible mark on the institution. Though now retired from active service, his commitment to innovation, excellence, and inclusive leadership continues to shape discussions about the future of American defense. So today, General Charles Q. Brown, we honor you. We appreciate all you have done and served your country. And it is a shame. It is a shame that Trump, the president, and the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, their racism clouds their judgment for the betterment of our nation. Happy Black History Month.